Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile. Starting with the reveal of the event for PoE1, this is the return of the Ancestors, basically basing everything on the Trial of the Ancestors, of course, which makes its return. This is also played with the alternate Ascendancy classes, and to make it worth it to actually go for the top tiers of Trial of the Ancestors, GG implemented these forbidden tattoos mechanics where you basically can tattoo your own Ascendancy notables with other classes' Ascendancies, and that is pretty crazy. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm sure people will make impossible builds with this. The event is not voided, which means you keep your characters after the league ends. It's not a full league, it's kind of a timed version, and there's of course all of the types like hardcore, standard, solo self-found, all the kind of things, both PC and consoles. It's based on Mirage, so probably you can actually complete your challenges in there as well. And it starts on the 25th of June, ending on the 16th of July. So it's about 3 weeks, I think, and that makes it enough time to actually play it to the full extent. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm sure it's going to be really fun. There's also guaranteed mystery box when you kill Kitava in Act 10, and I cannot help but notice that these mystery boxes are getting farther and farther away from the start. Used to be something like level 50, now it's about level 70 when you're killing Kitava, so yeah, I don't know. GG is still trying to get these things further and further to get people more into playing the game, even when they don't really want to, although I do understand the excitement for one free mystery box. Also, speaking about PoE2, there's been a recap of the first 2 weeks, where we can see the most played Ascendancies are, unsurprisingly, Martial Artist, Spirit Walker, and the Tried and True Deadeye. Now, a lot of unique maps were cleared, a lot of expeditions were cleared, and it seems like Abysses are one of the most played leagues, since they track these statistics with the maps overrun by it and the tablet used out of all of the tablets, which are actually a lot of tablets that have been used, and that is really impressive. There's also been more than 1 million Arbiter of Divinity kills, yeah, more than 170 million deaths for the standard leagues exiles, and yeah, much less for the hardcore leagues, of course. However, there's been a lot less characters created there, so that's to keep in mind as well. And unsurprisingly, the most used skills across all realms are basically all related to Twister, since Whirling Slash, Twister, Empower Barrage, Frost Bomb, and Ice Tip Arrows are used for that, and some of those are only used maybe for the leveling section, but everyone has to level somehow, so all the characters have to be leveled at least once, and yeah, this is not unsurprising as well. Speaking about top 5 deadliest bosses, the Arbiter of Ash takes the throne by a lot. That's over 3.5 million kills. And yeah, if you don't really have the DPS to burst him down, he's got so many one-shot mechanics that it's really easy to get killed. The Arbiter of Divinity being a new fight, taking the 2nd spot as well. And then going on with the Bodak, its top tier boss, the Vessel of Kulemak as well. Count GNR from the Western Enigma Chamber, definitely claiming its victim. It's not an easy fight, especially the 2nd phase. And don't mind, the text here is exactly the same, just in text format. Also, we got a build showcase. It's not a build of the week apparently anymore, it's now generic build showcase. That's how GGG handles that, so they don't really have to do it once a week, and that's smart by them, I guess. This is a stag launcher utilizing the stags from the Spirit Walker Ascendancies. Haven't seen many people do that yet. It's a really nice build, and honestly I also suspect that GGG just chose this to make the most puns that they could, and yeah, this video just filled with puns, so honestly I really enjoyed it and I very much recommend the video. Also, we got the 0.5.3 preview, and well, this patch has already dropped honestly, so you can check the preview here if you just want to know an overview of what happened, or you can just head on over to the forums. There's the early access patch notes here, and you can see all of the patch notes and all of the hotfixes. This is also how you can know if a patch has already dropped or not. So yeah, you can head over here and you see the full patch notes, and there's been a lot here. I'm just gonna go really fast. For example, Runes of Aldur, there's been some changes making it more worthwhile to run top tier maps where you can actually get the higher number of remnants. Of course, a couple endgame changes, nothing much there. Big Delirium changes. First of all, they fixed a couple bugs that were actually making the rewards the lesser the more you scale the difficulty, which was pretty crazy. And they did some other things. I mean, not gonna go really in depth into those, but if you are farming Delirium, you definitely wanted to read those. Breach also making some improvements there with the possibility to find more strongholds in a single area, and that is pretty nice. There's also more to those as well. Abyss getting some improvements in there as well, especially from the Vessel of Kulemak drops, now being able to drop Ancient Jawbones, Ribs and Collarbones. Also the 2 bosses previous to that are always guaranteed to drop a desecrated currency, which is always nice. There's also more to that. Again, if you're farming Abyss, definitely check those out. Temple with just a couple changes to avoid the fact that people were getting the temple currency from outside the temple. Now you have to run the temple, and I mean, for as much as I don't like the temple, this is definitely a good change there. And there's a couple general improvements, and I just want to touch briefly on this one, where when you open the currency exchange and you click on the I want or I have currency selectors, the search box is automatically highlighted and ready to be used, and that is an amazing quality of life. I cannot stress this enough. This is a great quality of life change. Other than that, there's a massive amount of bug fixes, which are always good, and hopefully you're enjoying the league as much as I am. And that was all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all. I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.